Okay, I just wanted to let you guys know that I included the link to the article about the evolution of the Starbucks logo in your handout, logo and business card strategies under logo guidelines, under the make a simple version and a more souped up version of your logo. So you can click on that to get to designhill.com if you wanted to check out the evolution of the Starbucks logo and see how they ended up with a more simplified, streamlined logo now that does not include text. All right, but today's lesson is not really about logo design anymore. Hopefully, by now you have created some different versions of your logo and you have started the business card layouts. Today's lesson is going to be about how you might get your social networking icons and integrate those into your business card layout design. So, in your examples that I provided of business card examples, you might have noticed that some of the business cards have the social networking icons on the business card. Like this one has them big on one side, and then on the other side they have the actual handles, the URLs that get right to their different social networking sites. You don't have to put those handles. You can just have them search for you and just have the icons to indicate that you belong to those social networking sites. Or you can put the exact handles so that they can get right there to your site, to your social network page. So I also wanted to show you an example of a student's work who did a really fine job on integrating the social networking icons to her site. She integrated her social networking icons right into her business card design, and she even color coordinated them to match her brand colors, which was really clever, a really nice touch, as you can see. And she didn't put the full URL handle. She just put what will work to search on those sites. So Meow Kernat or Rocky O. This is Rocky's design. So she has done all different layouts, different color combinations for her brand, and then she could make her choice on which was the winning card. And once you have your different business card layouts, I recommend that you share them with each other, walk around the room, and help each other out to decide. Get each other's opinions to help you decide which one is going to be the most effective. Get feedback from your peers. Ultimately, it's your choice, but it helps to see how others react and others' comments on how effective your different design layouts are, or color schemes for your brand are going, and then getting that feedback can help you to make your choice on which one's going to be the winning business card layout. And you might have a few different logos that you're choosing from. She really stuck to this logo, which really works well in all of her different layouts. She just did different design ideas, which you can just do different design ideas, different color schemes if you want, different layouts. But you could also, if you're really struggling between making a choice between a few different versions of your logo, and they both you tested both of them and they passed the dime size test and the golden mean, and you're just kind of torn between which logo you want to go with, you can have different logos in your business card layouts, but you don't have to. If you're dead set on one logo, great. That's the winning logo. It passed the dime size test and passed the golden mean test. You're good to go. And just use that logo in all of your business card layouts. So that's all of her layouts and how she integrated the social media icons and what to search her under for to get to those her different social media sites. Really works there. Okay, so how to go about getting your logos the social media icons. How to get the social media icons. There are a few ways to do that. One, you might want to download a font called Font Awesome that has all of those icons built right into a font. Another is you can image search the icons, and then you can image trace them. They image trace really easily, and then you have vectors that you can work with and alter the colors to fit your own color scheme for your brand. So if you go on a browser of your choice, I'm just going to go on Chrome and Google Font Awesome. Then you'll get to this site that's actually fontawesome.com. If you want to just plug that URL in, then you can go ahead and click on Start Using Free, I believe. Should get you there. And then there is, let's see, if we go down here to download, and then I find the on the desktop version is gonna work out best. So just on the desktop, and then you can click on Font Awesome Free for the desktop and see what it downloads. So it'll download to your downloads, and then you can just go and click on downloads from Finder, little happy guy on the dock, and then click on your downloads. And let's see, what did I get here? Let me just click the icon that gives me the chronological order view here. And let's see if I go to the top and I'm on date modified. If I click that, or date added, I can get the most recent addition to what was added, which is nice about being in this list view. Normally I always say go in column view, but for something like this where I have a ton of things that I downloaded, I like to organize by clicking on date added. Of course, for you guys at school, but everything gets deleted, so you should just find that one item in your downloads. So that should be easy to find. So Font Awesome, there it is. It's a zip file, free desktop, and I'm just gonna double click on it to expand it. And then if I double click on the folder, then you can see what's inside there. I'm going to switch to column view now, my favorite. Stretch that column out, and then you can see what's inside of the Font Awesome folder now that's expanded. You have a few different things. You have the open typeface fonts, so you can if you double click on those, then you'll have Font Awesome as a font. So let's see, if I double click on this one, there's this one, and it doesn't look like icons here, but I can just double click on this and click install font, and that said 5 brands, and then I can double click this one, install, and click install font. And then the third one, double click and install font. And then we can look at how it will come up as a font in Illustrator. But there's also this SVGs folder that's pretty helpful. So remember, SVGs are vector graphics. So if you want to just bypass using the font altogether and just go right to the vector graphics, you can do that too. So let's see what's in this brand. So this will give you a ton of SVG files that you can bring right into your Illustrator file and work with as graphics. And you can see that there are a bunch of different brands. Like this is Behance, right? And probably, I'm sure Facebook is in there, and different social networking icons would be in here somewhere. Like Google Plus. If you're part of Google Plus, you might want to have that on your business card. I skipped over Facebook. Oh, there's Facebook. There's different Facebook icons that you can choose from. And let's see what's regular. Lots of icons that you can play with if you grab these SVG files, which is really helpful to have and to be able to use icons like these for your business card design, perhaps, or for your resume. They might come in handy. Icons are huge these days. So I can just drag that SVG folder and put it somewhere safe. So wherever you're saving your files, I'm going to close this fonts here and make a new Finder window, file new Finder window, and then I'll just drag that. You would drag that to your drive or your documents area. I'm going to put it on my I'm just going to put it where I'm storing stuff that I'm working with for this project. And you put it in your safe folder on your documents area or your own hard drive, external hard drive, not flash drive. It's not really good to work right off of a flash drive. Let's see, videos. So I'm just going to drag this in here. So now I have all those SVGs. And then if I go to Illustrator, jump into Illustrator here, and then I'm going to go down here. So then if I take my type tool and I click, drops in the placeholder text, Lorem Ipsum. I'm going to look up in my character panel that's in properties, Font Awesome, and see what comes up. Actually, you can start here, but it's a good idea to go to your glyphs panel. So if you go under type glyphs, then you should be able to see if you have Font Awesome already in there, because I put it in my character panel. Then if I stretch this down, there we go. Font Awesome. It looks like it's a regular font at first, but it's got all of these icons. So if I wanted Facebook, I can double click the Facebook icon, and then it's like a character. I can press space and I can double click the Twitter icon. And you want to choose icons that all have a similar look. So I wouldn't want to choose, for example, this Google Plus icon. Why do you think I wouldn't want to choose this one? I want to choose this one in the box instead, right? Because why? Because so far I've been choosing icons here that are in the box. So I want my icons to look consistent. So I would choose if I was on Pinterest, I would choose the icon in the box. So they all match. Or LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn, so I'm going to double click LinkedIn. So every time you double click one of the characters in glyphs, it's just going to add it wherever your blinking cursor is. And it's just going to function as a font at this point. I can go to my selection tool, select it. I can zoom into it. Let me just zoom in with my zoom tool, or then I can go back to my type tool, click between, press space, so they have even spacing. And you could just use them like that as a font and then change the color, and it's just like changing a font color. Of course, I should choose a brand, the color from my brand swatches. So if I go to window, let's check if I have them here. Swatches, swatches is already open. So I do have my brand swatches, so that makes it easy to choose colors that already match my brand that I can incorporate into my business card designs. So I could incorporate them. Maybe choose something that stands out better and that matches. So you can do something like that. Of course, if you want them to be vectors, you can easily do that. I just option dragged to duplicate these. So I can make, instead of acting as a font that works with the type tool as these are at this point, I can do spaces. If I want these to be vectors, what do? It's functioning as a font. It's a font awesome font right now. All I have to do is go to type and create outlines, and now I have vectors. They're all grouped. I can ungroup, object ungroup, or shift command G, and then there's separate little icons that I can move around however I want. And I can do things, I can do more fancy things with them now that they're vectors, perhaps. Use them with Pathfinder to make cutouts. So you have that option. Also, if I wanted to, I can go File, Place, and I can place any of my SVGs. So if I wanted to do that, I would probably want to switch. Once I get to the right folder in my SVGs, I can switch to let's see, instead of this wait a minute, where's my little view menu here? If I choose icons, there we go. So I chose icons so that I could see all the icons. And then, kind of like the glyphs panel, I can just choose different icons that I would want to display on my business card to say that I'm part of these social networks. So Facebook is there, Google Plus. So I'm just going to command click to select multiple icons. There's LinkedIn, so command clicking different ones. And you could choose like a different style if you want. If you like things in the circle, like there's the Reddit logo in the circle, you can go with that. Just try to be consistent. Like maybe I want this Google Plus, and where's the Facebook that's by itself? Let's see. Facebook. There's a Facebook icon without a box around it, so I can command click that one. And let's see what else. There's a LinkedIn there. I can command click that. So then I can click place. And I have a loaded cursor now with 3 items. And I just click, click, click. Ooh, let me zoom out what happened there. They're huge. Also, when I was placing, you probably want to make sure that you unclick link. So when you go file place or shift command P, and you get icons, like if I wanted the Behance icon and I click on that, make sure that you uncheck link. Right now link is not clicked. See options, yeah, so it's not letting me choose link. That's interesting. So then just place, because it's an SVG file, so I guess it doesn't let you do that. And then you want to scale them all down so that they match. So you can try to do it all at once if you want, or you can look at your transform panel to make sure that they all match in scale. I'll just drag a marquee to select all of them and scale them all together. Scale them all down really small so that they would fit nicely on a business card. And then I can zoom way in with Command Plus. And if you wanted to, you could make your own little circle or square or something for them to be inside of, so that they're all consistent and matching. So maybe I want them all to be in a circle. So I go to my ellipse tool. I can do draw behind. I can choose my color from my swatches to be a backdrop. Oop, that one was selected. So let me Command Shift A to deselect. And then I'll choose another color here, and then I could do shift and draw out any ellipse, and then I can make all of these that same color as and then I can just duplicate this option, drag out this circle, and have my own version of the logos, and just have them fit nicely in each one. And since the circle's the same, I can just kind of eyeball it so that they all fit nicely in each circle, and make my own version of the icons that fit my brand. And it's always good to use your align panel to center align things nicely. And then group, Command G, select both items. You select the logo and select the background circle and center, horizontal line center, vertical line center, group, Command G, horizontal line center, vertical line center. Maybe I eyeball that a little bit to make it look the way I want it to look. And select and Command G. And then I've got my little icons here that I can play with, or I can just use these. So just lots of options for designing your social networking icons. And then if you want to find your exact URLs, you just go log into your various social networks. So you just go to like facebook.com, for example, and then just log in. And then you just would click on your name, unless you want them to go to a specific page. If you created a Facebook page, you can go to the drop down here and choose a page if you have a page that you want to direct them to. But if you just want them to go find you on your main Facebook account, you can just go to your name, and then you can you could just like I could just put, this is my name, Navi El Sudani, that's what you search me under. Or you can select the URL and copy it and use that URL. Or I could just put, it's just what's after, you could just put what's after facebook.com, navi.elsudani, to find me on Facebook. So then you can put that. And then for Twitter, so let's say, let me just copy that, and then let's say I put that on my business card somewhere. So then for this, there's not room on this side, but if I were to design another version over here where I'm putting my specific URL, then I can use this like a bullet point, and I can take my type tool and click and hit Command V to paste. And oh, that's interesting, it gave me the icon. That's kind of cool. So it shortened it. So I could do that, or if that's too long, I could just say find me just navi.elsudani. I could just have that next to it. For Twitter, for example, you can just go to twitter.com. And then log in. Hopefully I remember my password. Okay, I remembered it. And then you just click on, because right now I'm still just at twitter.com, but if I click on my name, now I'm at my actual specific handle that leads to my site, which I have a funny looking ending name there that I can copy the whole URL, or just put the name at the end, and that's it. That's all I need. This funny looking thing here. So I can just copy either one of those, the whole URL, or if you just want the end of the URL, that's all they really need to find you on Twitter. So then I need a Twitter icon. Well, there's a Twitter icon, but I need a consistent one. So let's see, is there a Twitter in a circle? Maybe not, but there's this glyph here. I could make a Twitter icon, so I can double click on my little Tweety bird, Twitter bird there, and I'm gonna just ungroup with Command Shift G and duplicate this and bring this Twitter bird to the front. You can make it have the blue color, or not that blue color, this blue green color. Put it in the front. Let me zoom in with Command plus and Command Shift right bracket, and then I can scale it. And if I wanted it to be vector, I could. That would ensure that I wouldn't lose it later. So I can always go to type, create outlines. So now it's vector. And then I can easily center align and group, Command G to group. And then these ones I'm going to Command G to group again. So here I have this, and then I believe I copied and pasted the text. I copied the text, so I'm going to click and hit Command V. So yeah, so that's what they can find me under, and it just keeps it nice and short and sweet, to have just those end handles to your URLs, so people can search for you under those names. And so whoops, group that. So see, LinkedIn. No, I think that's good for now. I think you get the idea. And then I would just work on making these icons fit. And remember, you can design front and back, or you can just design one side of your business card layouts. And when you get at least 4 different designs, then you're happy with, then have your peers come around and look at your designs and help you choose the winning design.